They're coming. Ready?
The Re-Up. Use this as like bad music just so we can talk on top of that. It sounds so amazing. That's
Who
Muzi
made that song?
with Zenzi there.
Yo.
Who is it? Who that? Who that?
Yo.
You did not deserve education. Look at you right now. Jesus.
Yeah, I think you read the wrong books.
Bruh, he did all of them. All of them.
We got Muzi in the building. Thank you very much for joining us. We're still live. It is still the Re-Up with Ntokozo as well as Shéila and Ndikumana. And yes, as I said, we have him in the building to talk all things the music and his life. And yeah, the ladies, the inboxes, the DMs.
None of that.
We're about to get into all of that as well. So
None of that.
be on the lookout for that. Ladies, if you're out there and you're like, oh, Muzi, I always wanted to know, we shall organize you. Send you some
Should
information.
organize you an album so you can buy it.
Sometimes you gotta entice them, Muzi.
You know?
This is
Yeah.
your cool ticket. This is your cool ticket. You gotta entice them, you know?
Teach me, my brother.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know much about that. I wish I knew. Okay,
okay.
the album's out. It's
Joking.
Afrovision.
man.
Really vibed to a couple of them. And my phone decided to do its own thing, so I don't have a phone. And we live on our phones. We
bro.
new kids.
That's what happens when you're playing fire music.
I just
So the songs like Zulu Skywalker, which when I heard the first time, I was like, yeah. And it was a Friday, actually, a busy day, but we had the time to listen here in the office. We were bumping it on Apple Music and all of that. So I want to get into backtrack because I think I lost the focus here. I want to get into Stormzy, Noisy, Rinse FM. I want to get into the Muzi outside of Africa. Muzi, what was he doing there? And what was the experience like? And are you going to drop something with Stormzy? Because that was the next thing I was waiting for.
Yeah. Well, everyone was like sort of like waiting for that. But then also, you have to understand like things have to happen organically sometimes, or else it sounds forced. You know?
Sure.
Yeah.
Stormzy is cool, but he blew up immediately after that.
Yeah.
He has like so many other things to do, and I had things to do. So it's like, okay, cool. I've got the like relationship, I've got the connect, but like I've got Muzi to build, you know.
Sure.
So it's like that. So when the time comes where we actually both of us like free or whatever, I'm going to London in July, so hopefully I see him then. Then if it's all organic, then we'll make something. If it's not organic, then
It's not organic.
yeah, because it has to be, bro. Because like for me, like I'm sort of like a purist, and I sometimes feel that like if it's not coming from a real place, people can hear it. It's like a fear I have. So I always try to keep it real in that sense.
Okay.
So you spoke about building Muzi, right?
Yeah.
In this day and age, what we've realized is that, especially artists, you build on the next artist. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So you build on the next artist's hype.
Yeah.
So if you and Stormzy came together, that would build Muzi.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How would you, being the purist that you are, sort of build your own brand without having to use the next person's hype, the next person's connects, so forth and so
Well,
on?
that's when you make it organic, where it's like the next person is coming because they love my music and they want to work with me, and it's not like a call that I'm making on some they're losing studio, I need you, you know what I mean, and I'm gonna pay you whatever, you know, like most of like the most like honest like collaborations will happen when people aren't even, when there's no like money involved, and it's just like artists being artists. So that's what I believe in, you know. Obviously there's the whole brand thing or whatever, but for me it's just like I'd rather just like make the best music I possibly can and then hope for the best relationships within that music. If it doesn't happen, it's cool.
And how are you finding the music industry within South Africa? Like, how are you fitting in? What's going on?
I'm not trying to fit in at all. Like,
Okay.
like that's the
No?
thing. Like,
Yes.
I'm not trying to be like in the whole like celebrity thing.
Oh.
I'm just trying to make good music. That's my job, right? So the music industry, it's all cool, and like I know like a lot of people there as well, but like they like I just focus on Muzi. So it's the same thing. I'm just trying to build Muzi and the people that are into my music, and that's what I focus on. I don't focus on nothing else.
What? Well, okay,
He's
cool.
He's
avoiding them, right?
You
I
see
don't
that
know.
diplomatic curving. I see.
I
it.
wasn't
hear
nice.
you.
Was it
Nice,
cool? Yeah,
proper.
stop now.
Yeah,
Yeah, stop.
excuses.
Wow.
What's going on?
See, the problem is you actually a cool guy, so it's going to be very difficult. I want to get into the fact that you say you're not trying to get into that. Understandably, you want to focus on the music. You want to bring Muzi up and all of that. But what happens when the industry drags you in? Because it seems like that's what's happening.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
They let me in too, bro, and it's like it's so humbling and it's so cool.
Those secret society doors at night.
Yeah, all of them are opening up. But like. No, see, when like people talk industry, like I always look at like your Michael Jacksons, your Princes, even what's happening to Kanye. Like it has an element of breaking people, right? So it's also like toxic in its fame and money and riches.
Sure thing.
So I always like try to like keep like a very like low key sort of like vibe to it because I'm trying to like the way I'm treating Muzi, it's like I'm treating it like a family business.
Sure.
Right? I'm not treating it like a hype thing, like a family business. That family is planning to have that business for their whole lives.
Yeah.
I'm planning to make music for my whole life. If I go for like a hype thing, Muzi blow up, boo, 2018, 2019, Muzi's old news. You know what I mean? It's
sure.
like, you know. So I'm not like there's some games obviously that I don't want to play.
Yeah.
Right. So because I'm playing the long game. Like this is what I'm doing. I'm playing like that. And my leverage, the reason why I'm here, the reason why doors are opening is not because of like anything else besides my music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Truth.
Very true. Because truly speaking, when we heard the music, we didn't even know you. You know, there was no payola. There was no marketing
so
team.
So now people want to meet like, who's this guy? But it's all on the music. It's not because like maybe I dress well or all these other things that are on the side. It's the music. That's my leverage.
Okay, awesome stuff. But just to say, but the guy's got nice style. I watched that.
I was about to ask you, does he think he dresses well?
Yeah.
You should see him in the studio. The video just has to drop.
The belief itself is real. Nice.
Younger Yaya, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
You got a song with him titled Desire, right?
Yeah.
That was just before you dropped the album and all of that.
Yeah.
At first, I was a bit confused because when I got onto the internet, I'm looking for more now because obviously, you gave us Chocolate Dreams. I'm like, this guy probably can't be just now. There's something behind. Yeah. So I went and I tried to find stuff, but then they kept on popping Young. I'm like, which Younger is this? You know what I mean?
Okay.
So tell us about the Younger Yaya and Muzi, as well as Desire.
Yeah. Okay. So Younger is like a very like close friend of mine. So when we were still in varsity, we had recorded something and then we just left it. This is like 2010 probably.
Sure.
So I sort of like stumbled on the vocals last year, and that's how Desire came about. I was like, yo, Younger, I've made this song and I've put your vocals on there. You cool? He's like, okay, it's cool. We put it out and then song blows up.
Yeah.
So it was like that. It was like, whoa, okay, cool. And I just come back from Berlin at that time. So it's like, okay, yeah, let's just like put something out. Muzi's back, whatever. Like, and then we put that song, and then it did really well. So it was just that, and again, another organic thing. It was like I was bored going through my computer. I find vocals. Oh, these sound nice. Boom, and then that's how the song came about.
Yeah, tell us about your experience outside of Africa. You didn't break it down for us. You just talked. We entered. Or maybe I asked 100 questions in one. That's my problem.
Yeah, you asked like 5.
Yeah, that's my problem. At least I acknowledge and I know what I'm doing, Aisha. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So tell us about your experience in Berlin as far as your journey through the music and what you learned, especially because you also mentioned earlier on the internet and how it's quicker and faster on that side of the world.
Yeah. So like I learned more so because like there it was like techno. There's a lot of techno. Yeah. But then the thing about techno is that it's very minimal. So I learned how to like keep things like almost like if you close your eyes you can like see through the sounds, so to speak. So that's what like with Afrovision, that's what I was trying to do. Like it's like all the sounds that need to be there are there and there's nothing extra.
Sure.
So that's what I learned like in Berlin. Like sometimes as an artist you just want to add stuff, you know. And I was like that, and it's also like a confidence thing. I had to just like let my music breathe. And Berlin really taught me that with regards to the music that they were making. Like you'd have a song that's like 6 minutes long and it's just like up and a bass line. Yeah. And people are dancing and you're like, what? What is this? You know? So like, but like through that you learn, man. Like, and as long as like you can, so yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
And I was trying to like obviously be as honest as I can with the African stuff as well. So yeah, I also learned like Berlin taught me how like the energy you put out is very important, and I had to like sort of represent for my people.
All right, yeah.
The energy you put out. That's really interesting. What you talking about there?
just like like you must be aware of like the energy, like like sometimes as artists, like I've been in a place where I complain a lot, but like the industry and things like that, then you start realizing that like that energy is like negative, right? Even though it's pure from you. And then also with me being like a black male from Empangeni, like I wanted for other like black kids to see me. So when I was in Berlin, I was still like in my hiding phase or whatever, but then I learned that like they needed to see me to know that they can do it too. So these are like the energy that you're putting out in that sense, where I'm like, I'm normal, I wear Vans, I wear a lot of beanies, and it's like, but like you can do that too. And they needed to see that. So like, yeah, Berlin told me all of that. That's why I had to come back.
Okay. And tell us how you've incorporated in the sounds, especially with the new sounds that you came out with after coming back, because we listen to it and we have a lot of chats, Shéila and I, Tlantla, everybody here, we talk about, we said there's a new sound because we don't know what you guys are doing,
Yeah. There is a new wave.
There's a new wave that's coming through, the likes of Tenderness from Swaziland or Eswatini to be correct, the likes of Una, when we heard Nobody, and then you came out and then like, what the hell's going on? But this is like the direction that most of the new and amazing artists are going, and it sounds similar. It's not the same, but it feels like it comes from one place. So how did you come back home and be like, okay, this is what I'm building, and what was it like to meet up with the likes of Una, Saint Siaba, and all of that, and build the sound that we have on Afrovision, the album that's out now?
Well, when I came back home, like the things, like you go back Ekaya and my mom was like playing all this like Brenda, Chikotwala, Miriam Makeba, and all these things, right? And then you realize that at the time what they were doing was new, because they were like expressing themselves like openly, right? And it takes a level of like being brave and not like operating from a place of fear. The cool thing was that I've always been like a genre fluid artist, but then I've also been scared of like really like going deep into like actually having a vocal like in Guinea where it's like pure Skatamia. And it's not going anywhere, but like you're scared what people are gonna say or whatever. So it was that for me, just like being honest with that. And then through that, like I meet Una, who's also honest, and she's just a dude from Venda, and I'm like, dude, put some of that here, like let's have a verse that's just like purely Venda, like let's just do that, because that's who you are, right? So, and through that we're growing. The whole new wave is like, it's just like kids. We grew up in the 2000s, 90s kids, but we grew up in the 2000s. And through that, like there's a lot of genres, so it's not genre specific that much for us. That's why you find Una doing a hip-hop song and then doing an Afrobeat and then doing whatever that he feels like.
All right, awesome stuff. Muzi is in the studio. We're going to get into a song titled Desire. Tendai here sending us a message from Cape Town saying, hey, okay, they were worried about the transmission. We are back. I don't know what was happening, but we are back, and thank you very much for tuning in. Let's get into this. This is Muzi and Yanga Yaya on a track titled Desire.
I cannot control it.
This is Trans-Africa Radio.
Kind of sampling happening there. Yeah, and I was like, there's something happening there. We won't talk about the guy's song, but I got it, so it's fine. Really love the visuals. Literally one guy on some sand dunes having the time of his life, right? Oh, tough, man. But that's a story for another day.
But like it's funny because like the concept is like, who's this guy? Arthur Ashe or something. Who was like one of like the first black like tennis players like, win like championships and stuff. So we based that video on him.
Okay.
So it's like all of it is like just low key like black empowerment, like Wakanda vibes.
It's not even low key. We out here. You on the Wakanda station. We're talking to the Wakanda people.
But this is Black Panther, real life.
Wakanda overload. You know what I mean?
Yes.
In case you just tuned in, we are still on the re-up. Ntokozo, Botjie and Shéila Ndikumana, Monday to Friday between 5 and 8 p.m. CAT. We have Muzi in the building, talking all things Muzi, actually just having a little chat about the music, what he's planning to do. We're finding out a bit more about Afrovision. What made you decide to drop the album Afrovision? Because we've had numerous amounts of artists. They all come with their different ideas as to why they're dropping projects, why they're not dropping projects and stuff like that. Why did you decide? Because the single stuff was doing very well. You know what I mean?
It was. But like I still think that like albums matter. Like even like like, cause like if you look at like how digital like things are going right now, like there's a lot of oversaturation.
Yeah.
You know, so like for me, just like as an artist, it's like being like a poet and writing like poems and then having an actual book.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like that. Like that's what it feels like for me. So yeah, that's like Afrovision is just like sometimes like I was just making songs and then like I have like 30 gigabytes of like ideas and stuff. That's like over like 400 beat ideas that I have. And then out of all of those, we had to choose these like 13. And it just felt like finished. And then I was like, okay, this feels like an album. This doesn't feel like we can't put these singles. Desire felt like a single. Zenzile felt like a single. It was like a one of one sort of thing. And then here I had like a body of work and it was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then the name Afrovision also was like, yeah, it was like a godsend.
What do you do? Do you read a lot, Maji?
I read.
What kind of books do you read? Esoteric stuff and all of that?
I used to when I started, but now it's just like more so like stoic, like stoicism, like Taoism. Like I read a lot about the ego as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
gotta learn a lot about that.
Yeah. So it's things like that where that's why I just like want to make music. I've always been like that, but obviously you gotta keep your cross cuts.
Yeah, because the reason I'm asking the question is because of the number 13 that popped up, you know.
Oh snap!
Yeah,
no, I'm no. Nope. Ain't no numerology here.
No numerology out here.
Nah. It was just like it felt like a full number, 13.
Okay.
No. Let's wait. Number 13. What's that about? Because now I'm curious.
Well, it's a long story. It's really.
You can cut it short.
It's like some Freemasonry thing about yeah.
It's like how Kanye is doing the number 7.
Number 7 now.
Perfection.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
all
yeah.
right.
So yeah, that's why I just wanted to find out if
None of
none of that. Okay. Lesego in Soweto sending us a message via WhatsApp saying "Loving Desire" by Muzi. First time hearing it, sick sound. Fire emoji.
Thank you.
Fire emoji.
Thank you for the fire emojis, my G.
So I want to also get into I had it. It's gone.
What's that? Your
Talking
question?
about it's things that you shouldn't be talking about. Yeah.
It's all gone.
Now it's all gone. Hey.
Okay,
Alrighty.
I can lead. Okay, I've got a UK tour in July.
Yeah.
So yeah.
My hero.
Let me lead then. Like
Please
it's
do.
fine.
Take
I
over.
came prepared,
Yes.
son. Okay.
I told you he's prepared.
Yeah.
I told you.
There we now established. Now we know.
Yeah, I got a UK tour in July. It's gonna be like 8 to like 10 shows.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
get. So that's like pretty interesting. I'm very excited about that. Also, obviously, Genesis Black this weekend, 16th, and we're doing Pasha Huru as well. So yeah, I'm gonna be like, if you guys can come through, please do. And yeah,
Ooh, I'm there. You
yeah, please.
Yeah, we
just need
definitely
a.
do.
You need
I
to
just don't have
organize
any
us.
plus ones, but like
Don't worry.
I feel like
We got Ntlantla, so Ntlanట్లా's in our arsenal.
you know what I'm saying. Don't want to go and stand there. The far back, you can't even see him do his thing. What's the point? Nah.
None of that's going to be happening. I want to find out from you, like you doing the UK tours and all of that, right? Are you going to be getting some visuals? Because now it seems like it's always great to have a cameraman following you around and seeing your imagery when you drop the Afrovision. There was some clothing you're wearing yellow, and then you drop the peach stuff, and then I watched the music video now, and I'm like, I like the colors. Especially the colors that you also brought it up earlier on when you were walking in and all of that. I wanted to find out from you, are you going to be getting something from Europe for us as far as visuals are concerned?
Because all of that, like the artwork, everything is I do that, like the art direction, all that stuff. Like I'm very hands-on. But yeah, I just got like a GoPro, and I'm gonna like film as much as I can, and then and I'll make like a little UK tour Muzi thing at the end, like an after movie for everyone else to watch.
Nice.
So yeah.
So you seem big on colors. What do they mean to you?
They just make me happy.
So the brighter the better.
Yeah, like right now, yellow is like a favorite color of mine. I like pink. I like peach. I'm not really a black color like person. Like that's what I'm wearing. Like I just like colors. Like I like things that make me. I'm a very like happy person.
When you see happy
Even
colors.
when I listen to the music, like it has a very like Afrovision has a very like positive. It makes you feel like I like making music that feels like the sun. And I also like being a light to people. So even though it's winter, you're gonna see me wearing purple pink, yellow.
Okay.
That's me. Like, yeah.
All right.
Pretty interesting.
I've heard Pharrell Williams, I talked to Shéila about it, talk about that he sees color when he sees music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you bring in the sunlight situation.
Yeah, I want to see like sunrise or like, when the sun hits your face, but it feels nice. Yeah, that's what I see.
Okay. You see, it's a weird world out there, actually. and we have all the weird guys coming through. We're enjoying it. Like,
Who's not a part of that statement?
oh, Sheshe, you part of the weird 10 anyway. But yeah, Muzis in the building. I want to talk about like right now, right? There's a lot of stuff happening, especially in the Southern African industry as a whole. Really different artists coming out. We have the likes of you with different sounds and stuff like that. And then we have this thing that's happening outside of South Africa, but within Africa. That's also really amazing. And the acts just like you, the internet kids from Africa, doing amazing things internationally. What are your thoughts about the current status of music as a whole in South Africa and Africa that goes out globally?
Well, I think it's when they being Western world like see something that they don't have, right? Like I think that's the reason why like Brahu, like may rest in peace, like that's the reason why all the people they used to blow up overseas and all that stuff, because they'd come through with like a fresh edge and like a very African edge, right? And then there was a part, especially with like no shade or whatever, but especially with like our hip hop, where we sort of were more so like emulating America instead of having our own grime, and things
grime,
like that. You know what I mean? Like so but now there seems to be like a shift, and also it feels like the other guys are out of source.
Now it feels, or it is happening?
Yeah, but maybe it's always been happening. It's just that
it's now happening to us.
So now it's happening to our generation, where that's why like they're coming in and they're trying to like get as much as they can, because like now we have samplers, now we have the internet, now we have fiber. Like it's not like before where things were slower. Things are like moving more or less at the same pace as them now. So because of that, then they'll probably want to cash in or whatever. But then the only downside for them trying to do that is that we are controlling the rhetoric. We are independent. Like you're gonna have a Muzi in music, and then you're gonna have a Trevor Sturman in photography, telling his stories his way. You know what I mean? So it's not like before where they could come through with like National Geographic. Oh, look at these Zulus. We got our own cameras now and stuff. So like that's where the interest is coming in, where they're realizing that like we're realizing who we are. And then because of that, then they have to appreciate it because they don't have it. And maybe they're bored of what they have, that side.
Okay. All right.
So seeing that Africa is growing musically as a whole, what do you think that the African music space needs to do in order to sustain its growth? Because it's one thing growing, it's another to actually sustain it and keep it moving. You know?
Well, like I think for me, like I don't have like all the answers and stuff. I don't have answers, say.
You got one answer.
But what we're doing, like me, Una, and Langa, for instance, is we're doing this thing where if Langa is getting something, we champion him and we make it about him, because it is about him. So like we're not operating from a place of fear. Right, whereas before it would be like, this is my cake and you're trying to get a slice of my cake. Whereas now it's like, if Una wins, I win. If anyone else, even people that I don't know, win, I'm winning, because we're all moving together as a unit. And I think that's the thing that maybe previous generations haven't done, and that's why there's always been like this up and then down, because as soon as I make it, I want to flex on you. Right. Sure. And that's like the problem, right? Obviously there's that, and then music has always been great in Africa, but then we've never like had proper infrastructure for it, but then so obviously all these things are starting to come in, like artist development and people are having their own indie labels and they're doing good deals and they're not like trying to screw people over. So these are all the things that like we can use to like move forward.
Okay.
All right, bro. We're running out of time, so I want to get into the stuff that people do at interviews. What's going to be happening real soon? We know you're going to be doing the UK tour. We know you're doing the Genesis All Black. Basha Uhuru also is going to be happening. Where can people keep tabs on you? I know. Wait. Before I get into that, Muzi Mondays, right?
Yep.
Yeah, should people still be looking forward to you dropping more Muzi Mondays?
That is going to be going on for my whole career.
Okay.
So that was just like season 1. Like I'll always like flip it around. I might do like a Muzi Mondays where I'm breaking down the songs.
Yeah.
Right from the album, and then I'm gonna do another one where I'm remixing more songs from like back in the day.
Yeah.
So it's an ongoing thing. It's gonna go into an event. It's gonna grow into all these things. It's like just like a hashtag for me doing all the other, like I usually go into it and I'm like, hi, my name is Muzi and I make music and stuff.
Yeah.
That stuff is Muzi Mondays.
Okay. In case you didn't know, Muzi's got like a series happening on YouTube right now.
Yep.
You can check it out on, he was busy remixing classics. What's his Brenda Fassie, the whole shebang.
And not in a disrespectful way either. Just like, just trying to like, add my 2 cents to it. And then we move like forward.
Okay, all right. So I like how you actually make things fuse in terms of your visuals and your music and your personality. Because in the Muzi Mondays, it's more of you. Like it's more. This guy's not trying hard. He's not. Welcome to Muzi Mondays.
I'm not a news anchor.
You know what I mean? All right.
I'm sorry.
What was it like working with OK Malum Cool Cat?
Oh, bro, it was dope. It was dope. No ego. No ego in the studio. I've known like Cool Cat since like he was in Dirty Paraffin as well. So that was dope. And then we made it a great song as well.
Yeah.
So, it was really cool.
I kind of colors because I see that yellow. I think I told you, Shay, that yellow that you speak of. When I heard the song for the first time, I'm like,
exactly. And you know, the thing was like when I checked on my like weather forecast, like that the day we're planned to shoot, it was cloudy. The video it's super cloudy. So I was like, okay, cool. So I changed like the whole like sort of creative direction. I was like, we're gonna have yellow throughout the whole thing. So girls have yellow eyeshadow. I've got a yellow hoodie. The car is yellow. So we're trying to like get on these like all these like sort of yellows and like other like tints of yellow throughout the whole video, so that like mentally it says that the video is bright. You think of the sun and sunflowers and things, but it was cold.
Oh, shame, man.
So
all right, so we're looking forward to new collaborations. Who are you thinking about in Africa, outside of South Africa?
Probably more so like people like me that are not known. I've sort of like I don't aspire to work with like big people anymore.
Why is that?
Just because of like the whole organic ego thing for me, like it has been like very problematic, where then sometimes you can't like get the best work because and it's also like it should be based on talent, obviously. So some people are like super talented but they just don't have the numbers or whatever, like and maybe I'm one of those people as well. So like I'd rather work with other people that are like really good and they really take their art seriously, instead of someone that's going to talk about their money when I'm talking about art.
True.
Wow. $1 million question.
Sorry.
that was good. No, that was honest. That was you.
Yeah.
So I'm not too sure if you were asked this question, but Trans Africa Radio plays 100% African music. What are your thoughts and takes on that?
I think it's amazing. And for the fact that you guys have been going on for so long as well, like trying to do that, because like I think most of the time I've also had like people like look at me as if I'm crazy. And it's like, but we're in Africa. Like, what do you mean? You know? And then you realize it's like a historical / like low self-esteem thing.
Yeah.
But then that thing is like changing.
Sure.
Which is cool. Like, I might not be the guy that becomes like a Pharrell or whatever, but the guy after me is gonna be that. Because they're gonna see that, okay, they're actually doing it our way. It's fine to be you, bro.
Okay. Wow. Where can people find you on social media?
At Muzi OU on Twitter, MUZIOU, and on Instagram it's at MVZIOU.
Okay, so the U is a V on what's this, Instagram?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Hi. What's the one nand?
I'm sorry. All right. I'm sorry. I'm always dropping TED Talks. I'm sorry. I need to stop.
You actually continue dropping those TED Talks. People you gotta learn. Let's learn listening to this one, man. Some new music. Get it on the album. It's also out on all digital platforms. It is Afrovision by Muzi. And this is OK Malum Cool Cat featured on this one titled New Day.
This is the re-up.
Oh, it's a new day. Oh, it's a new day.
This is Trans Africa Radio.